Hello, hello, crafty friends. Today I am coming on to share with you a rather large project that I've been working on. I think it's pretty much the entirety of the June release from KS Craft. So I was sent these cutting dies to play with this month as a guest designer, and I had such a ball. This is my theme, this is my happy place, and I've used some of my most favorite paper collections, and I can't wait to share it all with you. As you can see by this giant mess here, I made a ton of stuff. But I've got to say, I'm really happy with pretty much everything that I've created. So let me just get right started. So first off, right in front of you, I created the Castle Memory Decks. Super easy die to put together, and there's a couple of different variations you could make with this one. I made mine, of course, a sand castle because there are so many beach themed and travel themed dies in this set, and I'm a beach girl. I live on an island, and I've always been near the ocean, grew up near it, and I just, this is my jam. So this is what I did. I'm using a Mintay collection, surprise, surprise. It is called Coastal Memories. I actually have 3 collections here that I've used for all of these projects, and then I threw in something random, but I'll share that with you at the end. I used a sand paper. It was like, like just a background paper that looked like sand, and layered it up with some glitter cardstock for the accessory pieces. I made a little sandcastle flag that says "Seize the Day," but a seagull on there. I used an actual shell on the top of this pick, and some of the ephemera from this collection, as well as the seaweed pieces from the seaweed bundle. I'm going to share that with you in a minute. So this is really cute. I layered it up. It was easy to put together, and it doesn't have to be a memory decks. If you wanted to make like a princess castle or a birthday castle, or even like a Harry Potter castle, you could always just cut the bottom off of this, and so many options to make with this. I am obsessed. Absolutely love this. So that's the Castle Memory Decks and some of the seaweed bundle. I'm just going to take things out of the way, I think, as I do them. Next, right in front of you are the beach ball shakers. There's 2 sizes, a large and a small, and there's 2 different ways you can do them. You can either make them into a shaker, like I have in this larger sized one here. And I used the 5mm foam and used a piece of ephemera from this collection is a Prima collection, and it is called Postcards from Paradise. Am I getting mine confused? Possibly. I will link it down below, but I think it's Postcards from Paradise. It's very pink and yellow and green. Oh no, maybe it's the, yeah, I'll figure it out in a second, but pretty sure that's what this is. So the pinks, the yellows, and the greens. So that's the large shaker. This is the smaller shaker. I used a patterned paper from the collection and a piece of ephemera. I just popped up on some foam, and I used a little sunglass shaker bit, which I will share with you in a minute. That's part of the June release. Super cute. You can just pop this on a project or a card. And then I also made them as non-shakers. That's also an option with this cutting die set. And just put this sentiment on here, Beach Days. That was a KS Craft Summer Words from last summer. And this one I just put like a little ice cream cone on here, best day ever. Just made like a small embellishment out of this. Super cute. You could put it on a rosette or a card or whatever. So that's the beach ball shaker set. And next I have the sand pail shakers. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed. These are the cutest things I've ever seen. So this comes with 2 sizes, and you don't have to make them a shaker, but I did. And they're such a cute size. This is the larger one. I made this like super thick and put shaker material in it, used a piece of ephemera and a wooden seahorse that I painted and glittered, and just a small sentiment that says beach story. With a jump ring, it comes with this little shovel. I glittered the edge to look like sand, and stuck this beautiful shell on there. I just think that's super cute. So again, just another little embellishment that we can stick on a project or gift as part of a swap. And this is the smaller size one. It's pretty much the same thing. I just used different ephemera and a different charm. So cute. Anyway, I double-sided this shovel to make it a little more sturdy. Anyway, so that's the sand pail shaker. Next are the summer hats. There's 2 different hats and 3 different sizes of both hats in this set. I used one of these in a project, so I'll show that to you in a second. So that you have the sideways view of the hat. I layered that up on foam. I haven't really decorated it yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I might gift these as part of a swap. And then there's the like a version from looking at it from the top. I also, popped that up a little bit, and I made them out of the Swiss dot cardstock. And then this one, as part of that Mintay Coastal Memories collection, they had a nice like burlappy looking paper. So I think these are cute. Great little summer embellishments. So those are the summer hats. I'm going to share with you the Hello Sunshine bag topper next. Very simple to make and put together. I just literally put that on a folded over piece of cardstock. I cut it out 3 times. I don't know if you can tell here, and I offset it a little bit. There's some yellow glitter, some textured yellow and pink cardstock. It comes with this sentiment, Hello Sunshine. That's all popped up on foam tape. And I put some rolled flowers and this cute sun cabochon on there. This is super cute, and I love pink and yellow, but I wanted to keep everything as to go with this collection that I was working with. I also just made the sentiment, which could be cute all on its own as well. Whoops. Very, thick and layered up here. And I used another one of those cabochons as the O and hello. So this you can just stick on a card or a project. So that's the bag topper, the Hello Sunshine bag topper. There's a new flower plate that she came out with, and it's called the Spiky flower plate. It's very unique in that it also comes with these pieces to make the rolled flowers center. And you would just use a quilling tool and roll it up, and you'll get a center that looks like that you can just pop in the middle. I mean, you could just put a gemmy or a stamen or something if you prefer. This is a really fun flower. It's kind of tropical looking. I love it. I made it in all of the different shades of pink and yellow, again, to go with my Prima paper collection. I think it's the Prima one. So great. They come in 3 sizes. Well, you know what? I think there's actually 4 different sizes on the plate. Let me see. 1, 2, yeah, 4 different sizes on the plate. And you can really, get creative and put them together any way you want. I have a tendency to make my flowers pretty much always the same way. So I'm boring like that. But so this is beautiful. I love that new flower. So cute. Okay. Okay, this I'm going to bring into view. These are my jellyfish. Let me find that. Layered jellyfish. And I'm going to adjust my camera so you can see it better. These were so fun to put together. You get 3 sizes, a small, medium, and a large, and they come with the different layering pieces, and you literally just, I would cut them all out of the same color paper and then switch colors, and then you just mix and match and put them together, and it's just like a little puzzle, and it's kind of fun. So, and I popped each layer up on foam to give it some dimension. I was trying to stay in my blue and green color tone here for a different paper collection that I'll show you in a minute. And I just think they're really, really cute. Also, I have here some of the seaweed bundle. Lots of different seaweed shapes and sizes. And again, same thing, just so easy to make. You can keep them all attached as much as you can and then run them through like just a couple of different colors of cardstock, glitter cardstock, black cardstock, patterned, whatever you like, and you'll have a whole bunch. So I just made a whole pile of them, and then I've been sticking them on my projects, keeping them separate. So there's those 2. Oh, sorry for the dog. I don't know what he's freaking out about, but what should I share with you next? Okay, so I'm going to share with you something that actually came out last month that I never really got to share, except on Instagram. These are the new summer words from KS Craft. They came out in May. Or were they part of this month? No, I think it was May. Let me just look. All right, I don't see the die now. So, oh, there they are. The 2025 summer words. And it doesn't say what month, but anyway, I guess I was late. So I just really had a lot of fun. I made them as their own embellishment. And I used this paper collection from Prima. This is the Postcards from Paradise. It's very pink and green and mint, as I said earlier. And, oh wait, is this the Prima? Yes, this is the Prima. My apologies. The Postcards from Paradise is Prima. Vacation, the pink and yellow, which I'll share some more of that with you in a second, is from Mintay. Anyway, so these are the new words. You have tropical vibes, and I just made like a paper ruffle, sewed it, and I had to use some acetate actually in the back. Well, originally I thought I was just going to put them on acetate, and then I decided to add the paper ruffle, but I think it's all pretty cool. And then it just added some of the ephemera from the collection and this little starfish that and this is just so cute to just stick on something or in a mini album. It's like I said, an embellishment all on its own. Here you have vacation mode. Same thing, just layered it up with some ephemera, and I made these flowers from a die that's in my stash. I just thought it looked really tropical, like this paper collection. Another word was summer lovin'. And we have ocean air, salty hair. Love this saying. It's so cute. This is really cute. And I love the green and the pink together. Here's pool day. I just thought that was so cute. There's another one of those flowers from my stash. Really cute. And, oh, that's just a little embellishment that I made from some things in my stash and some pieces of ephemera from the collection. Another one of the sentiments that I haven't shared yet is beach life, and I used that on my mini album. So this is actually not a mini album. This is this Seashell jelly tote, and wow, this is so big I can't get it in frame. This is actually meant to be like one of those jelly bags in the shape of a scallop shell, and it's so adorable. I did not put it together as a as a bag, but you do get the side and bottom piece if you so choose to. There isn't a handle that comes with this, but if you have any other tote bags or any of the other big boxes, you probably have a handle that you could use on that if you so desire. So I got the great idea to make a shaker. And how I made this shaker was I had to do a little fussy cutting, actually, because there isn't a one piece to make a backing. So basically I had to cut this out and then trace it onto my paper and you know, cut it as closely as I could. And then I also cut that out of foam and created a shaker that way. So, oh, everything's falling out because I haven't really put it in yet. I haven't attached everything. So I just poked holes for 2 jump rings, and I haven't put any eyelets in there yet. I didn't like the colors I had to choose from in my stash, so I'll have to rectify that. This is the last word from the 2025 summer words. It's beach life, and I haven't put this on there permanently yet either because I'm not sure if that's what I'm putting there yet. So basically that's how I made the cover, and I'm going to pull back a little bit more so you can see. Then the inside pages, and I was thinking it'd be an embellishment book, and I'll share these with you in a second. I took a piece of acetate, and again, I had to trace onto the acetate from this die cut, and then put the jelly bag part on both sides. So I have a page for a mini album. I could have made that solid, but I just thought the acetate would be cool to see through the next page. So I just made a couple pages like that, and then the back page I made solid, not a shaker. So I just love this. I love this paper, by the way. It's so pretty, and I don't know if you can tell, but there is a little gold foiling in it. So this is going to be like the cutest little embellishment book or mini album with a beach theme. Love, love, love that. So let me show you what I was going to share in this embellishment book. This is the Sea Star shaker set, and that's so cute. Love this. Sorry for the glare, used paper from this collection. Which one was this? This is the Postcards from Paradise, and I used a matte gold foil to cut the edge, and I gave him his little eyeball. It's a little flat back pearl, and I think they're so pretty and so cute. They could be made into really just standalone embellishments, or they could be used to decorate the front of something. Like I could have, you know, put one of these on the front of my album, and I still might. So cute. Love this. So this is the Sea Star shaker. Keep that handy. That's really easy to put together, by the way. Actually, this is called the Starfish shaker. So sorry about that. It's literally the easiest. It's so cute. Love this. Also, I have the sea snail. That's where I was getting confused. My apologies. So this is the sea snail shaker. She's calling it a sea snail. I call them conch shells, but they usually have a snail living inside of them when you find them on the beach. So really cute. They do not have to be made into a shaker. Neither do those sea stars. And as a matter of fact, I kept the negative from the Sea Star and just popped it up on the foam from the making of the shaker frame and gave them a little eyeball. Again, just something you can keep in your stash and stick on a project when you need it. 2 sizes this came in, the sea snail shaker, and I've made both sizes. So this is the larger one, really good size, so pretty. And I've just layered up some of the seaweed and a shell and a starfish and put a little sentiment on there, vitamin C. And I used some glitter paper, and there is a pattern paper from the collection in the background. Same goes for the smaller one. I used some of that shiny cardstock from scrapbook.com, and a sequin mix that has the same, it has shells in it. It's really cute. I have no idea where I got that from though. And again, just layered it up with a real shell and a starfish that I cut. So super cute embellishments you can keep for projects or as part of a swap. Love, love, love. All right, what else do I have? I have the Mermaid tail gift box. This is the cutest gift box. Oh my gosh. I love every single die in this, if you can't tell, collection. I mean, this really is so fun. But I'm going to pull back again, sorry, because it's so big. I am obsessed. This is a square box. It is such a great size. You could literally put like a candle in here, like a full-size candle. It is a 4x4 square box. And there's just so many different things you could do with it. So cute, like if you're going to a pool party, or even for like a little birthday gift, you know, girlfriend gift, girls' night, whatever. This is adorable. It comes with a plate so that you can actually cut the scales in it. Super easy to put together. I know I keep saying that, but there's a few, and I'll point them out when we get to them, that were less easy. But the so you could, if you wanted to, use this plate to cut. It would cut actual scales into the side of the box. I happen to have a embossing folder, and I used that. I don't know if you can, sorry, nothing is, I don't know if you can see that on here or not. I embossed these sides. Yeah, you have to cut this side 4 times. And then the embossing folder literally just fit up to here, and that was perfect. I did not emboss the tail part of it. Oh, look, I didn't even poke the paper out of that, sorry. It also comes with 2 wave dies that you could use. I did not use them, and I did cut them, but I didn't bring them over here, so I can't even show you. But you can layer these up, and they're really cute. And if you put some foam in between it, it would really look like some ocean at the bottom of the box. You can go all the way around, or you could just decorate the one side. I happen to have had these wave stickers in my stash, so I used them. And it also comes with 2 different tags. Well, I'm assuming this is a tag. I have no idea what it's intended for, but I made it into a tag. And I just think this is really adorable. I just put a hole in it and some gold twine and layered it up with my mermaid. You know, in retrospect, I wish I'd used a different colored cardstock, but it's okay. So cute. And then it also comes with this really cute gift tag you can make. And I made a couple of those. Let me share those. So that's the Mermaid tail gift box. Oh my God, I love this. Love, love, love. It took me like less than 5 minutes to put this together. And I just think that's the cutest thing ever. So I made a couple of those little clamshell tags. Back in, sorry. So cute. It opens and you can write a little note in it, and you know, I just put some, oops, sorry about that, it wasn't in frame. You can open it. I just layered this up with a little sentiment hello, gave him a pearl and some a flower and a starfish. Made one out of pink. So cute. I love little gift tags. The tinier the better. So cute. So that's a fun, that in and of itself is a fun little thing to have in your stash, this super cute little gift tag. Okay. And that comes with that. All right, next I have travel sequin bits, which I cut out of all the colors. So this comes with 4 different plates. You have luggage, flip-flops, sunglasses, and popsicles, and super easy to make. They're all on one plate. That's the sunglasses, the luggage, the flip-flops, and the popsicles. And I just made them in all the colors of both of the collections here. So cute. Love, love. You can use them in your shakers. So that's that. And then there's also, keeping with the travel theme, a luggage tag set. Actually, this is really great, and I'll tell you why. You can actually make a luggage tag for your luggage with this cutting die. It is the right size to put on your luggage, and I'll show you how I make one for me. And it's just 2 pieces, each one. It's 3 sizes this came with, and it's just 2 pieces. This is the back. Nope, this is the back, and this is the front, and you glue them together. If you actually wanted to make a real luggage tag, you would glue all 3 sides. Leave this open so you can slip in your information, you know, so that if your luggage gets misplaced at the airport or whatever. So I made 3 of them, but this is the medium size with the Postcards from Paradise collection. I made it 2-sided, and I was thinking it would be a really cute little gift tag. You could write your message in there, or you could stamp a message in there. And this, you could hang this on a bottle or just put it on a gift. So, so cute. And this is the larger one. This is the one that I honestly, I could use this on my luggage if I wanted to. It is made out of like a faux leather, glitter leather, and it is so thick and sturdy. I put a piece of cardstock in between. I used some of the ephemera from the collection to decorate the front. Take me away. I mean, that's just like luggage, right? And then on the inside, I used a cut apart from the collection that says, "Say yes to new adventures." And I did leave, oops, sorry, I'm a total disaster here. I did leave this open so that you could pull it out and, you know, put whatever you wanted in there. You could put a gift card in there. You could put, you know, your name, address, and email so that if your luggage got misplaced, and you could use something more sturdy than this satin ribbon to attach this to your actual luggage. Super cute. And if you wanted to, you could have stitched this with your sewing machine and used like the faux leather sheets from Hobby Lobby or something. Awesome. Absolutely love this. Let me show you the little one. I'm going to take this out of the way. Okay, so the little one I actually put on the KS Craft Suitcase. And this is not attached. I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate this, but so this is the tiny one, the smallest size in that. And then I just cut out a plain cardstock, and it says hello. And I put one of the cut aparts from the 6x6 pad on the inside, and it just says Tropical Vibes. I just thought this makes this suitcase look so authentic to me. And I used this like faux leather gold braid. I believe I got that at Michael's. By the way, this suitcase is fabulous. This was a previous release from KS Craft. And I just think in this paper collection, it looks fantastic. I used a little banner on the front that says travel, and this cutout that looks like a lock, and this opens, and I did the whole inside as well, all layered up with the beautiful papers from the collection. So pretty. I absolutely love this. Love this suitcase, and it's humongous. It is 6 inches by 4 1/4. 6 inches by 4 1/4. I mean, that is just stunning. I'm obsessed. Love, love, love. I'm also sharing another thing from last month's release. This was called the gift box, 3D gift box, and I did make it incorrectly, as I found out after I made it. It was supposed to have like a rounded top, but you know, I'm so literal. I I get in my own way. I'm so literal. I wanted it to close and I didn't like the gap, so I scored it and made it close and magnetized it. I used this fun little filigree cutout that's two-sided and you just fold it in the middle. I just thought that was a great finishing touch to that. I didn't use the handle it came with. This is something from it's die set that Nicole Silhouette put out, and I think it was her first release. So that's what that is. This is also from that, and so is this lock. It was like a shabby die set that she put out. Super cute. Anyway, so I just felt like this was, I just liked the way it looked. So that's why I put that there instead of the one it came with. It was a little fancier. This actually came with this die set as well, this oval, and I just think that turned out super cute. So, and it happens to be the perfect size to put the little journaling cards from the collection. So I was thinking about using these as backing for some embellishments I'm going to gift in this. So cute. Love this little box. Even though I put it together wrong, I'm still very happy with it. And this is a nice size too. This is almost 4 inches by 2.5. And it is 3 inches deep. So it's a really good size. It's surprisingly a good size. So what else do I have to share with you? Okay, wow. I have to share. Oh no, first let me share one more thing here. This is the summer dress mini album. I did not make mine a mini album. I made it into a card, and I don't have a sentiment for it yet, but I just wanted to show you could. This I stuck one of the hats from the hat cutting die on here. This paper collection had this handbag as part of the ephemera. Lucky me. It also had a really cute hat, but I didn't know how to make it work, so I was thinking about putting it behind there. I don't know. We'll see. So this dress, I actually cut it in 2 different pieces to make it look like a top and a bottom. And just really easy. It's like 3 pieces and then 2 different size bows. It comes with this little trim piece down here, and I just made it a card. And I could stamp a sentiment on the inside or find something more appropriate here. So I stuck the little hat on there and the handbag. I just think it's really cute. Really cute. It would be a super cute like Mother's Day or a card for a female friend. So that's the summer dress mini album. It's also a good size if you decided to make a mini album out of it. It's nice. You'd be able to put a 3x3 picture in the bottom. So cute. Okay, and then no, not last, but here is the Suitcase cutting die. These are super cute. Lots of little tiny pieces. Not as easy to put together. Comes in 2 sizes, but I absolutely love that it's open and there's a separate piece for a liner, so you can make them match your collection that you're using, or put them in a travel swap or whatever. I just put these flowers that I had in my stash on there. But it would be fun to stick some sunglasses or hats or something in these suitcases. Super cute. But it is tiny pieces. So that's a fun little one to put together. Fun. I made a memory dex to go with this. This is also a KS Craft die from, I believe, last year. And I used another one of the 2025 Summer Words, Beach Life, and just put some acrylic pieces on here, some wave stickers, and I did not make it a shaker. I just literally used some glue and sequin mix and stuck that on there. So super cute. That's going to be my memory dex. And see, there's the flamingo. That's another memory dex. Okay, and last but not least, oh my gosh, I'm the most excited about this die. This is the cruise ship. Let me see if I can find the actual die. Yeah, here it is. Cruise ship mini album. Oh my gosh, this is the freaking cutest thing I've ever seen. I'm obsessed. So I have a sister that loves cruising. I don't particularly care for it myself, but I made this for her. I know she has this paper collection. This is the Mintay Coastal Memories, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's full of beach scenes and really pretty shells and sands and water papers, and came with some of the most gorgeous ephemera. And one of them happened to be this ship's wheel. So this is not the ship's wheel that comes with the die cutting set. It does have one in there. It also has an anchor and the portholes and whatnot. And it also has like a wave, which I used down at the bottom. I made my own little rope here. I used a sailor's knot on the end and tried to make it look like it was, you know, the ropes that would be on the side of a boat. And it comes with this anchor. I put it on a jump ring. I made it double-sided and just kind of hung it there. Like, I just think this turned out so cute. I used some little flat backs to make it look like rivets on my portholes. And it's just a couple of pieces. So you have the background, you have this piece, and then you have this piece. Super, super cute. So I made it into a box. I did not do anything with the back except make it match in color. But I did make a little mini album for her so she could fill this with one of her cruising memories. This is another, I think it's KS Craft. Cutting die. It's called the Tag Mini Album, I think. And whoops, I just made with the beautiful, oh my god, I'm sorry, paper from the collection, the front cover, and then the back cover with one of the beautiful scenes, and then I used the tags to make like a tag flip kind of a thing. It's for her to put pictures on and maybe some journaling. I left some of the papers blank for her to fill up. But what I did do is I took the cut aparts and made this like an area where she could journal or put more photos. On that side, I'm going to magnetize this, I think. And I haven't decorated this. And I put that on a couple of the tags, too, because there were 3 sheets. So fun. I think she's really going to love this. And she can finish it any way she likes, because I know she has this paper collection. So, there you go. And then one more like that. So love that, and I think this is adorable in my cruise ship box because it can sit, you know, on a coffee table or on your, you know, side table, whatever. So cute. So cute. Anyway, thank you for joining me and listening to me ramble on. Oh, there was one more thing I haven't shared. So sorry. This one's really actually very useful. I've seen people make these. This is a foam tape holder, and KS Craft came out with a cutting die for this. I don't know if another one does exist, but I thought people were just using like an SVG. And so useful and so cute. I put my pink extra thick foam squares in there. I used Garden Party because this is what I want to look at on my desk all year round. I love Garden Party. So anyway, that was the last one. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon.